On to an exclusive now, an NDTV Profit exclusive. We will do whatever it takes to revive MTNL, says Minister of State at Communications. Listen into this exclusive conversation with CS Pemmasani, MOS for Rural Development and Communications.
First, let's begin with speaking about BSNL. That is one of your biggest factors in the portfolio that you handle here at the Telecom Ministry. Recently, BSNL did touch the all-time high revenue mark, and after almost 17 years. While I was traveling in a cab one of these days, a common man asked me this: why isn't BSNL the fourth largest player in terms of the telecom options that they have? Why isn't it the fourth largest telecom player even in metros as compared to how prevalent and popular it is in the rural areas?
So first of all, pleasure to join you. When it comes to BSNL, see, for BSNL to be successful, we had two options. One, the easier route, where you can take either Nokia, Ericsson kind of 4G, 5G equipment, quickly install and get the market share. That's one way. The other option is to develop our own indigenous technology. That is why Modi ji has chosen, even if it gets delayed, let's work on our indigenous technology and build it from here. Because of that, and I'm actually proud to say, both our CDA and the TCS in combination was able to build high quality 4G indigenous technology. And now, over the last 12 months, we have installed close to 90,000 towers of this 4G, and out of those, around 70,000 are on air, and the rest of the 20,000-30,000 will be on air over the next few months. So once these 100,000 towers start working the most effective way, then people will start seeing the difference between old BSNL with 2G, 3G, and the new BSNL, which is a bring back BSNL with 4G. Then the answer to the question that your cab driver asked will be revealed.
So at a time when we're talking about the next generation, which is 6G, BSNL is still kind of expanding its reach with 4G in itself, and 5G is something that has also been talked about. Any plans to sort of float the tenders, and any private players who have shown interest in floating tenders for 5G?
See, right now our goal is to expand the 4G, perfect our technology 4G, which will be done in the next few months. Then 5G is more of a software upgrade and obviously a little bit physical equipment upgrade. Our goal is to first expand the 4G as much as possible, then only we will work on the 5G. 5G is also being piloted in Delhi, some of these places, to see how we can monetize that. Definitely these will be done over a period of time.
So what is the next big milestone that you have in terms of subscriber numbers for BSNL and also improving the network further for 4G?
See, again, as I said, our 4G is working quite well right now. I believe by the August, we will get to close to 100% perfection, as well as complete all 100,000, close to 100,000 towers radiating 4G. Once that is done, then we obviously have to do a good marketing to make sure, because we have lost so many years. And as you see, every year we are growing 10 to 15%, but this will accelerate. I would not say I have this much target, but wherever it's possible. Today, if you look at it, most people carry 2 SIMs. So at least we should be one of the backup SIM. And also we want to make sure a lot of the government organizations, once they get trust, all the government people will also start using it. The numbers would be exponential is what I believe.
So no tender for 5G yet in the works or something that's been discussed so far?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. So speaking of BSNL, you can't really keep aside MTNL, because it's now like a little sister or a little brother to BSNL, and now that you're looking at making it profitable at a time when it is surrounded by a whole lot of debt, as of today breaches over 8,000 crore in debt to a lot of listed players in the market, banks as well. And we've heard that the Cabinet Secretary is likely to hold a meeting next week as well. What is the status on that? If you could brief us a little bit about
So
it.
this is, Prime Minister Modi ji in 2022 has made a committee of secretaries from different departments, headed by Cabinet Secretary, to understand all the MTNL problems, identify the root causes, and see what all we can do. And that's part of this, and I hope these will be continued in a much more accelerated manner going forward.
In terms of monetization of MTNL's land assets, Delhi and Bombay could be worth a lot. So what are the plans there? Is there something already being discussed so far? And if there is any approximate figure as to how much it could add value after monetizing?
See, the land monetization is a little bit complex. First, our intention is to monetize as many assets as quickly as possible. Historically, if you look at it, before me and Sindhya ji took over, a land monetization typically used to take 2 years for one land to getting the value and all that. Now we brought that entire chain to 6 to 8 months period.
Okay.
And also depending on the size of the value. If it is under 10 crores, we have much more control. 10 to 100 crores, they'll have to go to a group of ministers. If it is more than 100 crores, it has to go to the National Land Monetization Corporation, NLMC. So there are some bottlenecks, and also a lot of these assets have been there for so long. We have to make some of these assets were given by the different state governments. We have to get properly mitigated under either MTNL or BSNL. Then only we can sell. So it's definitely both Sindhya ji and me are monitoring on a regular basis, weekly dashboards, and these will be done very quickly.